red note. Who wants it? Oh, okay, I can see the button of you. Take it. I don't need this piece of paper.
Why is it
It was
taking?
meant to be for me.
Now, I will repeat the question I asked before. What do you want? Everything but money or nothing but money?
Huh? What?
Take everything, sell the everything, get money.
Remember that question. Now, everything but money. You have happiness, you have love, you have emotions, you have a family, but you don't have money.
iPad.
Nothing but money. You have nothing but money, yeah? Let's say you have $100 billion. That's all you have, nothing else.
And nothing else.
And nothing else. Like what our previous Gavel said, Bukhari said, money cannot buy love. And that is true. But can money buy happiness? Is that a theory proven true? I don't think so. So now, let me entertain you with a story that I found on the web. So, the story goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a family living in poverty. They had tattered clothes, ragged clothes. They wear shorts. Even the women
Oh, besar.
are barefooted. And when they want to take a bath, they don't use showers, they don't use anything like that. They just use a river to wash themselves. Now, but all in all, they had a satisfying life. It was a family of three: a daughter, the father, and the mother. Even though they were in poverty, they still lived a satisfying life. They were happy enough to not care about that much money. The father worked as a bamboo cutter for a living, and you can see how his monthly wages were like 10 ringgit a week, I guess. That's what happened when you cut bamboo. You get 10 ringgit a week.
Banyak.
So now they were living a satisfying life. However, one day their grandfather died, and their grandfather is no ordinary man. He was the CEO of a multi-millionaire company. So when the grandfather died, the father inherited all his wealth because the father was his only son. So what happened? The money that he got, the company, he sold the company and got like 100 billion ringgit, something like that, maybe more. Like I said, it's a multi-billionaire company. Of course, it had to be more than a billion. Now, what do you think they did with all this money? Of course, they spent it, right? So they bought new clothes. They bought a tie, a red tie. They bought the 60 years tie. They bought black shoes. They got this free hand-me-down watch. And the father
Humble.
bought a large house as big as this room. It might be even bigger. It was a 3-story house. You can imagine how that would look like. Anybody dreams to have a 3-story house?
Terus sikit. Untuk sel.
So the father bought a house, the mother decorated the house. The daughter is in depression. The daughter, I repeat, the daughter is depressed. Why do you think?
Okay, she's a teenage girl.
Because, okay, once she's a teenage girl, so the father bought all this expensive stuff, and he still had more. All those the houses, the clothing, the black shoe, the hand-me-down watch. It was only one.
Serious.
He still had 99 more. Bruh. So, this father of his, from a happy, caring father, he became obsessed with money. Money was all he had on his mind. He would think what to spend tomorrow, what he could do to make it, how to multiply that money. The mother was all like, I wonder if I can invite all my friends to a tea party. You know how rich wives are all like, they want tea parties, they want all sorts of parties and all that. That's what the mother and the father did. They were obsessed with money. And that is not a good thing. And that is not a good way to raise your kid. So you can see how this girl was depressed. Okay, actually you can see. So what happened to the kid? All I've been talking about was the father and the mother. What happened to the little kid here, the 17-year-old kid? It's a she, okay, it's a daughter. What happened was, the father tried to control her life. What do I mean by controlling? There are many types of controlling, but this was actually a very yandere type of controlling. You guys know yandere, right? They're so obsessed. So, they tried to control her relations. They tried to control her education. They tried to control everything about her life. So one example would be her education. She was schooled in the most prestigious high school ever to be known. And whenever she tried to make friends, the father and the mother would be all like, is she or he worthy of your attention? You can see how the daughter would be all mad. And in the end, her friends all left her. And what happened next was, so every single time she tried to do something new, the father and the mother would always, without a single doubt, criticize her 100% about every single thing. Maybe she tried to get a part-time job. She would say, you are, the parents would say, you are rich, why the hell would you need a part-time job? You are rich, why the hell would you need friends? You are rich, why would you go to this downgraded school? So the daughter was so stressed out by all of this. She decided to try something so wild, nobody thought it would happen. You know what happened? She tried to work part-time at a brothel. Is that what we call for a prostitute?
Brothel.
Brothel, okay.
Brothel. Hotel.
Brothel, sorry. She tried to work for a brothel, but
In a brothel.
in a brothel. Of course, 17-year-olds cannot work part-time in a brothel. So she lied about her age, of course. And so she kept this secret from her parents. Her parents thought she was doing something what rich kids would do, but she was actually in a brothel. And you guys know how brothel works. It's well,
We don't know. We haven't been there.
I would rather not explain it. It is PG rated for a reason. Okay, but one day, of course, the parents would find out about this. Now, most parents would get mad at their kid and beat them up. But her parents were a little bit different. What they said to her was this: how much do you make in that brothel? The daughter replied, 100,000 ringgit every month. So the parents would say, okay, your monthly allowance is now 200,000 ringgit a month. So stop working at that brothel. You are giving shame to your father, don't you know? And so the daughter, she thought her parents would like hate her or something, but they just give her more money. At this point, she had nothing but money. Nothing but money.
Huh.
So she tried to seek some help. She tried to seek some counseling. So she tried to seek a counseling center. She tried to find some outside friends outside of her high school. But they all were but all of them were bribed. The counseling center told her that she should follow in her parents' footsteps. That is what the parents told them to say to her. So even the daughter would notice this. They were all bribed. She could trust nobody. So she quietly dropped out of her prestigious high school and went for a
prestigious
high school, and she went for a average high school instead. Of course, the parents found out, and this was what they said. They came up to the headmaster of that school. They paid 5 million ringgit to the headmaster just to make sure she gets out. She is kicked from the school, and not a single word was uttered. Of course, the daughter knew all about this, and so she was so stressed out. Like, if you think about it, they were just a family with poverty. They were happy. Just with money, everything changed. What went wrong? That question lingered in the daughter's head forever and ever. She would think about the moments where they were in poverty. Like there were this one time, she would do something wrong, So she would hide in the closet, in a little closet. You know the little closet that can open, the wooden closet. She would hide in there, but the parents would always find out where she was. But this time they were in poverty. They still didn't have any money. So the parents would say, "Come out. We are not mad, okay? So come out. Let's have some meal, okay? Come on, it's dinner time." That's what the parents would say during their poverty. So what went wrong? The closet, all those happy memories were all ruined by money. What went wrong? That question lingered in her head forever and ever until she couldn't take it anymore. She took all her allowance. She ran away from home, went to another country, and she tried to make a living there. The parents, when they found out about this, they were mad, but they couldn't find her. So, so the daughter then, of course, she didn't know what to do. So she decided to work as a prostitute and all that. So years and years later, she came back to the country, to her home country, and decided to look at what happened to the parents. When she came back to the location, all she saw was an empty plot. There was no more 3-story house. There was no more gardens. There was no more metal gates. There was only an empty plot. Nothing but dirt. What happened? She asked the neighbors. So the neighbors answered, they moved away. They sold their money and they moved away to another place, and all the money they distributed all the money to the neighborhood. Don't you think they were a kind couple? So when the daughter heard of this, she ran all the way from point A to point B. Now this is not a marathon, okay? This was from a city to another city. So that would actually be at least 100 kilometers. So she took a taxi and ran all the way to find her parents living near the same river with ragged clothes and poverty way of living. You know what she did? She walked to the parents, to both of them, and they asked, "Who are you?" I mean, "Who are you?" they asked. The daughter instantly hugged both of them. I'm sorry, father, mother, for leaving you. I didn't know what to do. So the father, mother decided. The father and the mother, they were all like, "Oh, this is our daughter." They instantly cried tears of joy. "Oh, daughter, you're back. Oh, I'm sorry for being so obsessed with money. We decided to throw away all that money. When we thought back about our happy days, we lived happily when we were in poverty. So we decided to relive those moments." So I guess you would all call this a cliche ending. The daughter, the family all lived happily ever after. But of course, in an average city life way, because the daughter had money now. So they lived in an average house with average jobs and average wealth. The end. That's the end of my story. So what could you guys understand from the story? You could see that the daughter from before had everything but money. Everything but money. And then when the grandfather died, she had nothing but money. And when she ran away, she came back. She once again had everything and money. So that's all about me. Thank you very much. I hope you all understood what I was trying to convey in that simple but complex story. Thank you.